Imagine a personal search assistant who can provide answers in a fraction of a second, break down complex issues, offer personalized recommendations, and even complete your work for you. Microsoft, through ChatGPT, is working to make this a reality as soon as possible. In this video, we will talk about ChatGPT that is really incredible. The video is going to be very interesting, so make sure to watch till end. Search engines haven't evolved much since their inception over 3 decades ago. You input your query into a text box, hit enter, and scroll through a list of linked websites that hopefully answer your questions. This is usually great, but obtaining the necessary information can be challenging. Google's search engine can now answer simple inquiries like, "What is France's capital?" However, you still have to check many websites for more complicated topics. If you've shunned the internet for the past few months, ChatGPT is trying to change this. OpenAI's hyper-advanced chatbot can stimulate human communication. ChatGPT's ability to negotiate the non-linear speech patterns of regular conversations sets it apart. Follow-up rejects inappropriate requests and admits and remedies mistakes. GPT reached 100 million monthly users faster than any other tech worldwide, and people are using it to publish articles, double-check the software code, email, and file tax returns. Despite its accomplishments, GPT has been controversial. The rise of AI is scary because many people will lose their jobs. You no longer need to spend a fortune on college to get a good-paying job. Another irony: popular science fiction magazine, after being flooded with AI-generated short stories, Clark's World closed its submissions. More worrying is how media giants are using the program to replace labor. Since December, BuzzFeed has cut off 12 people and managers that outsourced some of this labor to ChatGPT. CEO Jonah Peretti has claimed that AI will play a more significant role in the company's operations, and they're not the only ones. Microsoft, one of OpenAI's initial proponents, committed to a multi-year, $10 billion investment last month. Bing and ChatGPT are combined. Microsoft's failing search engine hopes to use artificial intelligence to produce faster, more accurate results and execute more sophisticated jobs like tutoring kids or scheduling. It will be a personal assistant with comprehensive knowledge, like Google Assistant on steroids. Though Bing's AI-powered version isn't yet available to the public, it's already causing a migration away from Google after Google executives declared a code-red corporate emergency and rushed their AI search engine to market. Google's AI assistant, Bard, has been in development for years, but is not ready to meet the public yet. In its much-anticipated demo in February, the AI made several mistakes, including incorrectly crediting the recently launched James Webb Telescope with taking the first photos of a planet outside our solar system, which was done by the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope in 2004. The gaffe cost Google $100 billion in market value, and essence prompted the company to open the system to broader testing. Bard's error highlights a much bigger problem with AI-powered search engines that not many people are talking about, something that could pose a menacing threat to society if not appropriately handled. GPT only answers questions once. Vimeo's director of search engine optimization, John Henshaw, says this makes these programs more inefficient and dangerous than conventional search engines. Henshaw stated in an interview that society has the most to lose from conversational AI. Having a takeover search implies individuals will be spoon-fed, limited, homogenized, and often wrong information, damaging our ability to learn and suffocate the free web as we know it. These systems have conjured data sets seemingly out of nowhere in the worst situations. One of the strangest examples of this occurred when a reporter asked ChatGPT to write an essay about a Belgian chemist and political philosopher who never existed. The AI wrote a biography on the fictional character, filled with made-up facts. No one knows why AI experts call this phenomenon hallucinatory. Even ChatGPT's creators can't explain how it got this information, and Bing and Bard have been known to get defensive and argue when stressed. When one user asked ChatGPT who is the natural meat fan, it responded that 182 is a number, not a person. No one has been able to explain why the AI said this, but it wasn't a unique instance. Several terms, many related to Reddit usernames from one subreddit, also broke the chatbot. Ironically, these programs' lack of communication means that the AIs can explain how they arrive at a given result if Bing claims it's 2022, not 2023. It's up to the companies to determine why hallucinating happens. Behind these initiatives is a desire to open them up to greater external scrutiny, but they're reluctant to do so. AI is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Whoever leads it could gain financial and technological control. Exposing their most prized secrets could mean handing over the bank, and regulation could stall progress, leaving a firm behind its competitors. But it must happen if companies are to create more reliable and safer products. At best, possible misuse of these applications. At worst, rogue AI bent on wiping out humanity. Aside, all of this is likely simply teething pains. It's natural for new technology to make mistakes, but AI bias may be an even bigger issue. Even with more time and complexity, we already have a huge problem with social media algorithms creating echo chambers to keep users on the platform longer. These AI-powered search engines will extend that problem, which may be more damaging than social media because search is where most people get their information. When an AI feeds you answers instead of having to sift through different sources yourself, you lose the ability to listen to alternative thoughts and opinions. Microsoft introduced Tate Tweets, a Twitter chatbot for casual and lighthearted discussion, in 2016. The exercise was meant to test and develop the AI's understanding of human communication. Still, Tay went from tweeting about how excited she was to meet people to making countless racist remarks in less than 24 hours. Microsoft swiftly suspended the account, illustrating a rapid issue with deep learning and artificial intelligence. Even with highly regulated datasets, AI systems can become poisonous when fed internet knowledge. Developers are still likely to transfer their subconscious biases into their programs. When users enter words like executive and CEO into image-generating programs, many AIs will exclusively produce pictures of white men. Biased inputs equal biased outputs. Unfortunately, the solution is more complex than robust moderation. One study indicated that preventing hate speech in AI systems decreased results for marginalized groups. Of course, racism isn't surprising. Humans learn about power and cultural dynamics through painful conversations about sexism and homophobia. How can we realistically expect artificial intelligence to navigate subjects that most people struggle to wrap their heads entirely around in reality? Could this entire conversation around AI-powered search engines be irrelevant in a few months? ChatGPT or Bard is not guaranteed to revolutionize how we find and digest information. Previous attempts, like Wolfram Alpha and the equation-solving engine from 2009, failed to provide the desired results, ending up just as lit. As in the Cold War, winning is the sole concern, not ordinary people. While Microsoft and Google compete to develop their platforms and make more money, safety issues are being ignored. It's like big tech's most extensive in social media, responsible for creating an image and mental health problems among young people. The senators seem to have done nothing to rein in Silicon Valley's ambitions. Many of these companies aim to create the world's first artificial general intelligence, AGI, a program that is indistinguishable from human intelligence and can solve unfamiliar tasks like Mr. Data from Star Trek. Many experts worry that these programs could pose an existential threat to humanity without proper guidance and oversight. How can we avoid a sci-fi future? Terraform journalist and science fiction novelist Cory Doctorow suggests an odd source for inspiration in his introduction to the 2022 short story collection. The 19th century English textile workers, known as the Luddites, assaulted and destroyed new industrial gear, but this isn't the whole tale. The Luddites weren't anti-technology. Mechanized looms introduced during the Industrial Revolution allowed weavers to produce more fabric faster, cheaper, and safer. However, factory owners cut wages and used machines to replace workers, benefiting only a few at the top. The Luddites weren't against new technology. They were against how it was being exploited to exploit ordinary people and profit the elite. Humanity is on the brink of another technological revolution, unlike anything the world has seen before in the next few decades. Artificial intelligence will be able to outperform humans and replace entire industries with labor. But we may still reverse our direction. We must employ extraordinary ingenuity and reinvent what's possible to create a future where technology benefits all rather than just a few CEOs. If we can achieve this, we can create a more equitable world that would make the little knights proud. That's it for today. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to share and press the bell icon for more regular updates.